Alice in Borderland, Season 1, Episode 1, Summary, Review and all what you need to know. The show starts with Arasu playing some first-person shooter. Unfortunately for him, he loses the match when his brother enters, berating him for missing a job interview their father set up for him. Frustrated, Arasu leaves his house, texting his friends Stu and Karub to meet up. There's a fun scene as their scene splits between the three of them, their text conversation popping up on screen as they walk towards their meeting place. They lament their lives a bit, with Stu joking about a sudden zombie invasion. It's a scene taken from the manga, and Karub says that if it were to happen, Arasu would survive. He refuses to elaborate, though, and hoists Arasu up onto his shoulders, running into a crowd of people. They have fun, right up until they cause a car accident and catch the police's attention. To escape, Arasu, Stu, and Karub hide in a train bathroom stall when the power goes out. When they exit the station, they find that the bustling streets of Shibuya are now completely empty. There's good cinematography as the trio look around the abandoned city, with high-angle shots of the deserted streets and close-ups of lunches, still steaming. To Arasu, it's a little exciting, until a giant screen flashes on, announcing that a game will soon start. Arrows lead them inside a building to a table lined with smartphones. When they're joined by a woman and a high school girl, the three of club's game, Dead or Alive, starts. The win condition is to exit the building within their given time limit, and the five are brought down to a room with two doors, one with live and one with die. The woman, who I'm assuming is Shibuki Saori, urges them to choose the live door, as it's the obvious choice, but when the high school schooler does so, she's immediately shot dead. They go through the death door and make it through the next room through chance, though tensions are high. It's not long, though, before Arasu realizes the truth to the game. With some calculations of the building's length and recalling the layout of the emergency escape, he quickly draws out a diagram of the safe rooms, and they easily choose the correct doors to the outside, albeit only narrowly avoiding the game's last trap. Once outside, the four receive a 3-day visa just before a man stumbles into the alleyway, yelling that he's done with the games before he's shot dead from the sky. It's a strong start, setting up both the stakes and the story. The solution is well done, explained clearly and even neatly visualized. It's also not incredibly difficult to figure out. I'm uncertain how reasonable Arasu's particular solution is, though, considering he uses the length of a BMW to figure out how big the building is. Maybe I'm just weird for not knowing. It's also fairly well shot, with the scene of empty Shibuya being particularly notable. Sato worked well with Deepi Kawazutaro, to make the sudden change deeply unsettling. He's very fond of 360 shots, though, which did almost make me dizzy at times. But as someone who's read the manga multiple times, I have some concerns about the changes the series made. That the three of clubs is different isn't necessarily a bad thing, but the way the series sets up Arasu's intelligence and characterizing it as a result of him being a gamer already makes the character extremely different from the manga. The solution he deduced in the game leans more towards a diamonds method, which doesn't fit with what a club's game is nor what Arasu's character was in the manga. The series hasn't told us what the suits mean yet, though, so I'm reserving judgment on that. Still, I'd hoped that they would keep the first game deathless, so to see an aimless high school girl get killed to show the stakes of the game was disappointing. It's also odd to me how the live-action series changed some of the characters, too. Shibuki's much more mysterious and callous than she was in the manga, which isn't a bad change but not exactly a necessary one neither. Neither was aging up Arasu, Stu, and Karub, which reads more like them needing to learn responsibility as adults rather than a purpose to their life. Making Arasu good games because he was a gamer also comes off vaguely like a gamer projecting himself as a main character. It's true that video games can improve logic and decision-making skills, but it's a little out of place in a live or die situation. Still, it's only the first episode. There's much more to go, judging from the trailers, and it's a strong start regardless of my concerns. I'm curious to see what episode 2 has in store. So thank you for watching. Please do not forget to like our video. Then subscribe my channel. and press the bell icon for new upload.